Shalom, 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 Israel. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim Wukar Kadash, for blessing me with the spirit to do this lesson. And in this lesson, this video is kind of old, but still very relevant, man. That the so-called white man hates you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. And he seeks to kill you. He just want to put you to death. You know, he doesn't care nothing about you. He don't want to be your friend, but he will only pretend to be your friend till he get close to you to kill you. You know, and 2/3 of our people, 2/3 of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you're gonna fall, man. You're gonna fall by the wrath of this man. Because you have yet to know what man you are dealing with. You have yet to know what this man was made for. The Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushua has made this man as the sword, man, to put you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to death when you go against him, man. You don't understand. You can't plead with this man. You can't be all nice and sweet with this man. This man does not understand, you know, emotion like that, man. He's not going to feel bad for you when he puts you to death, man. He's not going to feel bad when he gets you locked up unjustly, man. He's not going to feel bad when he kidnaps your kids, man. He has no feelings, man. This man is Satan walking the earth. Anybody want to know who the devil is and who Satan is, man? You looking at, you see him every day, so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American man. You see him every day, man. The so-called white man, Esau, Edom, who is the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. Whether you want to listen to it, whether you want to understand it, whether you don't want to understand it, you know what I'm saying? Whether you want to just think that brothers on the highways and hedges just teaching lies and we just hateful ass niggas on the corner. Hey, we know who this man is, man. And he's mad that we know who he is now. But in this video was, I believe, posted about some months ago, but still very, very relevant, man, as to what these so-called white people think of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. So I'm going to play this, and I'm going to get out some scriptures you already know, man. Hopefully, Lord willing, the elect be edified. Lord willing.
As we've watched these street protests night after night and the continued uprising against systemic racism and police brutality, it's hard not to keep thinking about something that I've seen on a bunch of protest signs in many different cities. Imagine all the many terrible things that have happened that just weren't caught on camera. Particularly when we see disturbing stories like what just happened in Wilmington, North Carolina, which we only know about basically through sheer fluke, because a sergeant conducting an audit stumbled onto a video that had been accidentally recorded by a Wilmington police officer, and the police department, to its credit, told the public what they found. In the video, 3 longtime veteran Wilmington officers who've been on the job since the late 1990s, think about that, decades on the force, are heard saying some truly vile and racist things, with one of them flat out calling for a race war. This is a police officer.
Because that's what these racist cops are out here doing, man. This is why they're killing you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. This is why they don't get charged, because from the bottom all the way up to the top ain't nothing but white supremacists, man. Ain't nothing but KK Klans members, man. Race soldiers, man. And they hate you. From the lowest to the highest, man, they hate you, man. And they're going to continue to slaughter you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, who are the chosen people of the Most High, who are the children of Israel. They're going to continue to slaughter you until you come back to your power, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. You know?
Officer's been there for decades. Quote, "We're just going to go out and start slaughtering them effing N-words. I can't wait. God, I can't wait."
Yeah, you heard what he said, man. This is one of these officers. He said, we are just going to go out and just start slaughtering them them effing niggas, man. Because that's what they think of you. They think of you as some niggas, man. And you so-called Latinos and Native Americans don't think that you exempt, man. They call you niggas too. You know? They know who you are, man. And they hate you, man. They hate you, man. This is Luke chapter 12, verse 2. For there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, man. So all of this man's hatred and his racism that he created, that he been keeping under wraps and that he's been hiding for all of these years, is coming out now, man. And who's bringing it out? Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, man. Through his spirit and power, he is showing you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans what this man think of you, man. It says, for there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, neither hid that shall not be known, man. So all the racism that's been, and not only them, man, just America, period, man. Everybody's starting to see the hypocrisy and the hatred and the racism towards you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. But what do these other nations think, man? They don't give a damn, man. The so-called Chinese, Japanese, East Indian, Arab, and African, man, they don't give a damn neither. Why? Because they are in cahoots. They have made a league with the so-called white man to keep your ass in slavery, man. To kill you, man. It's a system that they all set up to oppress, suppress, and have you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans depressed in the land that they brought you to, man. And the Most High allowed it because our people are hard-headed, man. Our people are stiff-necked. They don't give a damn about nothing but having fun. They don't give a damn about listening to the words of the Lord, man. They don't give a damn about nothing but their own matters, man. Whatever feels good in their heart, man. You know? Whatever feels good in their heart, that's what they do, man. But the Most High is showing you how these so-called white people and all these nations feel about you, man. They go out there, they march with you. But they have an agenda, man. They're going to be clearly the ones out there doing all that madness, man. But it's who they going to blame for it? The children of Israel, man. Because the world hates you, man. Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 10. But I have made Esau bare, meaning the Most High uncovered him, man. He's uncovered all his wickedness, man. He's uncovered all his wickedness, right? I have uncovered his secret places, man, meaning his racist words, you know, his hatred that he has for us, man. The Most High is uncovering all that, right? He's letting it out. He's bringing it out, man, to the forefront. Because the Most High, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, controls this devil, man. Right? And he shall not be able to hide himself. He's not going to be able to hide his hatred towards you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. And now, he don't even want to hide it. Now, he's just coming out flat out saying it, man. We are just going to go out and start slaughtering them effing niggas. I can't wait. God, I can't wait. Look at that, man. He don't even care no more, man. He letting you know. And our people will be stupid enough to say, oh, that's just one. That's just one that said that. They don't all feel like that. You know? I knew a couple for a couple of years and they ain't never done me wrong. Well, hey, you gonna learn the hard way, man. You gonna learn the hard way, and everybody who follow that, man, that we gotta come together and unite. The Most High didn't say unite with no nations, man. He said, love your people, man. He said, love your brother. And your brother is not these other nations, man. Your brother is of your own nation, so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, man, woman, and child, man. You're supposed to forgive them. You're supposed to love them. You're supposed to forgive them. Right? Nobody else. And it says, his seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not, man. You know, so the so-called white man, man, that man, he hates you, man. Point blank, period. He hates you.
The officer adding that a civil war is needed to, quote, and I quote him here, wipe them off the effing map. That'll put them back about 4 or 5 generations.
It said, Piner said a civil war is needed to wipe them off the effing map, man. That's what they want to do. They're not going to say, well, I got a problem with some of these Negroes, but the other Negroes, you can leave them alone. No, he want to wipe them all off the damn. He want to wipe us all off the map, man. And it said that'll put them back about 4 or 5 generations, man. Because this is what the so-called white man thinks, man. But is he going to be able to accomplish that? Hell no, man. God forbid. Yahweh forbid, man. And I pray I'm one that escapes this man, man. Through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. But 2/3 of our people are gonna fall short, and they are gonna be subject to this man's sword, man. They're gonna get put to death, man. Because they are hard-headed, stiff-necked. They don't want to turn back from their ways. They don't, man. That's just what it is.
All 3 officers have now been fired for misconduct. The city's new police chief, Donnie Williams, making the announcement. Yes.
And they was fired. So what do you think they're going to do now? They got guns in their house. They got fired off the job. Now they can come out late nights, ride around in their pickup truck, and just start killing you niggas, man. And you don't think they still got that same mind state, man? You don't think that they have friends that have friends that have friends that have... They all connected, man. All these Edomites are connected, man. And they all on one accord as to kill you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And then you got these police chiefs and these cops that's in the system, and they can't do a damn thing, man. But the Most High gonna lift up a standard when these devils try to come in like a flood, as pursuing in the book of Isaiah, the 59th chapter, 19th verse. So they're not gonna be able to accomplish what they want to accomplish, because Yahweh, the Most High, is gonna intervene, man. And he's gonna take these devils out. They didn't take account that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is still dealing with his people, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. He still is dealing with his people, man. And he's not gonna see no other nation slaughter his people, man.
Yesterday.
When I first learned of these conversations, I was shocked, saddened, and disgusted. There is no place for this behavior in our agency or our city, and it will not be tolerated.
That was his first day on the job, one of his first actions as a head of police in that town. Now, there are so many ways this is disturbing, they're basically uncountable, but most striking to me is the resonance and meaning of these violent racist words in this particular place, Wilmington, North Carolina. It's a city that is in many ways a perfect representation of the trajectory of racial injustice in America. Because back in the late 1800s, after the Civil War and in Reconstruction, Wilmington was a thriving, fairly well-integrated town racially. That was thanks to the post-Civil War project of Reconstruction, which used the federal government to actively seek to integrate freemen and women as full citizens, to give them rights and more. And then came what was arguably the only pure coup d'etat in U.S. history, when a white supremacist mob violently wrenched power, overthrowing the city government, killing at least 60 African Americans, slaughtering...
Look at that, man. They turned on them, man. Because more than likely they came in there. They came in there with peaceable words like Esau does, man. Let me get that, man. This is song. Look, man. They slaughtered... Wait, how many he said? Let me... Because... And our people still want to trust in this man. Our people believe that this man has changed, man. Our people believe that this man has changed. This the same man. The same yesterday, today, and tomorrow, man. He gonna be the same way until the Most High destroys his ass, man. That's just what's gonna be. That's just what's gonna how it's gonna go, man. All right, come on.
History, when a white supremacist mob violently wrenched power, overthrowing the city government, killing at least 60 African Americans, slaughtering them, wrenching power back.
They killed over 60 so-called African Americans. You Negroes, man. Because you Negroes, man, you will coon out for the so-called white man, man. You will fight for him. You will jump on them. If somebody attacking them, you will shield them, man. You just have no understanding, man. But more than likely, the way they came in nice. They said we wanna build with you. We can live amongst each other. We can unite. And then when they populated, then when more of them came in, they turned on them, man. And them same 60 Negroes, they more than likely trusted these damn devils, man. They trusted these damn devils, man. In 1898, man. They trusted these devils back then, man. They said not all of them are bad. You know, there are some that are good. And all of them, they killed them, man. They put them to death. This is Psalms chapter 55, verse 19. The Most High power Yahweh shall hear and afflict them. Even he that abideth of old, man. Because the Most High going to put the so-called white man to death, man. His whole race, man. From the old to the young, man. The Most High hates the so-called white man, Esau, Edom, man. And it's for good reason. Right? Verse. Salaki, I'm going to start from the top. Psalms 55 and 19. The Most High power Yahweh shall hear and afflict them. Even he that abideth of old. Because they have no changes. These people ain't going to change, man. They're going to continue this. They're going to continue to hate you, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. They're going to look to take you out. They're going to look to overthrow you, man. It says, because they have no changes, therefore they fear not the Most High, because the Most High is not in them, man. They don't care about the Most High, man. Their God is Satan, right? Verse 20. He hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant, man. Right? The so-called white man, he completely wanted to wipe us out, man. When he came back into power, you know, over us, man, he wanted to completely wipe us out, man. But because of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he was unable to do that. Verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, man. So he came with the nice words. We come in peace. We want to teach us your ways. We want to build with you. We can help you. We can help each other. Let's unite. Right? His peaceable words. His words were smoother than butter, right? But war was in his heart, man. War was in his heart. Over 60 of you so-called Negroes, man, was put to death by the ones that you trusted. By the ones you trusted. This man you cannot trust, man. The Most High said you cannot trust him. Therefore, you can't trust him for as long as you live, man. I don't care what good he does for you, how he may help you out of a situation. You still can't trust him, man. It says, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. So this man, the whole time he was smiling in your face, the whole time he told you good morning, he probably shook your little kid's hand, probably came over your house and watched the game with you. He has war in his heart, even through all of that, man. He's just scoping you out. He's sizing you up. He's sizing your family up. He's learning your ways. And bam, he waiting for that day to take you out, man. That's what he gonna do. And ain't nothing you gonna do about it, man. Because why? You trust that man. You trust in your enemy. He is your enemy. He was your enemy when he was you were sold to him. How was you sold to him? Through them stinking Arabs, Ishmael, and them damn doodoo eating Hamites, man. The so-called Africans. They sold you to the so-called white man. He took, and when you came off them ships, you were sold to who? The so-called white man, man. And you've been under his rulership and under his oppressed system ever since, man. And you out here marching, no justice, no peace, no justice, no justice, no peace, no racist police. These same men, they had children. How do you think they raised their children? How do you think they raised their children, man? To love you? No, they raised their children to hate you even more than they did, man.
With terrorist, white supremacist, fascist violence to regain white supremacy, a key moment in the destruction of this nation's project of racial equality and reconstruction. And the system those racists built, that is a system upon which we now stand. To the point where in the year 2020, Wilmington police officers are fantasizing about a race war where they could shoot black people that would put black Americans back about 4 or 5 generations, back to what happened in that same city. And in the decades following the 1898 coup, the racist who seized power, well, they took a kind of victory lap. They erected statues, Confederate statues, to celebrate their victory, to send the message to the people they had killed and slaughtered and beaten out of power that they were in control. But last night, 2 of those statues came down on the order of city officials. We are now in a moment we are seeing things.
And that just pissed them off, man. That just pissed off the so-called white man, man. This is going to be my last one. I'm going to close out. Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, verse 10. Never trust thine enemies, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness, man. The Most High said, never trust thine enemies. The so-called white man was your enemy since he's seen you. Since the womb, he's been your enemy. Therefore, you ain't supposed to trust him ever, man. You ain't supposed to trust none of these nations, man. The only people you're supposed to deal with is the people of your nation. Your fellow so-called Negro, Latino, Native American man, woman, and child, those are the people you're supposed to deal with, man. Now, if you dealing business and you got to work with them, whatever, man. Whatever. But as far as outside all that, no, you ain't supposed to deal with them, man. You ain't supposed to be around them. Don't trust them. Thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Right? Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. Exactly, man. Take good heed and beware of him. Even though he come to you with humble words, saying he mean no harm, saying he want peace, saying you a cool person, saying you can trust me and all that, you can't trust him, man. Beware of him, man. Right? It says, it said, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped the looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. So, like he said, his rust, this is his rust, this systematic racism, man. His wickedness is never going to be wiped away, man. Just as iron rusted, man. Iron is sure to rust, so the so-called white man is sure to be wicked, man. They put up statues to mock the times that they was killing you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. That was a proud time for them. But you walk past these statues and you look and you say, a lot of our people, this is a nice looking statue. I wonder who this is. Not knowing, man. Confederacy. They have been Confederate against thee, man. Your answers are in the scriptures, so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American, man. You are the chosen people. This Bible is for you. Come back to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. You don't want to be caught in this man's tornado of death, man. Because he's coming with it, man. He wants to wipe you out, and he knows he has a short time, and he knows that he only got a little bit of time to do it. So he's going to come hard real soon, man. Turn back to Yahweh Shem Yahushua while you still can, because he's your only protection. Repent. Keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, Israel. Turn from your wicked ways. Seek the Most High while he may be found. So with that, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Wukal Kadash, Barakatah, Barakatah, Barakatah. Shalom, Israel. Love y'all.
Brought to light that were buried before. At least some of us are seeing things that were brought to light buried before. Many Americans have been seeing it the whole time. And in the city of Tucson, there's another new recording that will make your blood run cold. That's next.